I've got some Apex High Gloss Finish resin made up, and I've also got my froggy mould out again to use today. It's Friday, so that can only mean one thing. It's
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers!
So let's get making a frog. So I've got some Rolio mica powder in iced crystal. So I'm just going to add that, oh, if I can get the lid off, add that to my resin. Probably need quite a bit of this. I'm just going to keep the frog to one colour today. So let's see if that's enough. Get that mixed in. So while I'm mixing in this mica powder, this is the Froggy Friday collaboration that's organised from Karen in the Dragon's Cave and Lisa from Girl in the Garage, and there's also other people that help with the playlists and the organisation of this collaboration. There's Lula from Nerd Goblin Art, Kel from Gert Creates, and Tim the Base Resonator. So this is nearly mixed in now. Just give that a good final mix. And I think I'm going to put this through the vacuum chamber for 5 minutes. So I'll just do that and then I'll be back. This is all nice and bubble free now. So a nice simple pour today. I'm just going to squirt some 99% alcohol into there and then pour this in slowly. Let it find its way into all those little nooks and crannies, although that's not a particularly detailed mould, so it's okay. Hopefully I've made enough. Get it to go into all those little tootsies. Doesn't look like it's level. Might have to prop that side up a little bit, I think. So let's just lift that up there. Right, tiny little bit more. Right, so that's that poured. I've got some extra there, so what can I add to that? So I'm just going to use this. Let's just give that a little spray. So I think I use this little turtle mould to use up some of this resin, and still got us a little bit more there. I think I'm going to add to this, let's move that over. I'm going to add some of the Arteza moss green and change this colour to a green. Mix that in. Lovely. And then I've got this other little mould, so I'll show you what is on demold. So I'm just going to give that a little squirt down there, and then fill this little fella up. Just going to give that a little squeeze at the bottom there. Make sure there's no little bubbles trapped. And then top him up. Right, so I'll find something else for the last bits, and then I'll see you when this is ready for demold. These have all cured up now, and with the resin that you didn't see me pour, I made a bookmark and then made this extra little butterfly there. It's cute. And then just put a DTF sticker on there, and these are bookmark DTF stickers. These are lovely, these are. So that's what I put on there, and then just a couple of little charms. So that's that, and then I made a little hand. So I think it's classed as a ring holder, but you can use it for like using as a like little stand for your stirring sticks as well. So that's cool. Right, so turtle, let's get him out. He's lovely. I'll probably make him into a magnet. So that's him. Let's get this little fella out, show you what he is. Come on, out you come. Oh, there, look at him. He's adorable, isn't he? And he holds like little signs like that. So he's actually like ideal if you've got like a craft fair coming up and you want to put prices out. You could put prices on there. He's sweet, isn't he? Love him. I think I'll just quickly give him some eyes. So I'm just gonna do some white eyes there, and then I'll fill a little black dot in once that's dry. So we'll leave him to one side for a minute, let him dry off, put this one back in the right way. So that's all the little extras done. Right, let's get this main froggy out. So a lot easier than the last time I used this mould. I used EcoPore. Had to be ever so gentle with it, but this is so much quicker. Right, so there's our little froggy. Well, I think it's a toad, really. I think it's a toad. But we're going to make this uglyish looking toad into a little princess angel. So to start with, I'm going to use a chrome marker pan, and I'm just going to give her some silver tootsies. Give her some little nail polish on there. Get all the little tootsies done. So while I'm doing this, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that subscribes to my channel, and thank you ever so much to everyone that sent me a coffee last week or a super thanks. It's really appreciated. Thank you ever so much. And if you're not subscribing to my channel and you like what you see me making, then feel free to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and when you hit those likes and take the time to leave a comment, it does help our channels to grow and get pushed out for others to see. So we do appreciate that. Right, so I'm just going to do her mouth. Give her a little silver mush there. And I think I'll do her little nostrils as well. Fill those in. Right, so that's those bits done. There. Right, so now I've got this self-adhesive like strip of what do you call it, rhinestone thingies, and it comes on a roll, and it's that thick on the roll, and I've just cut down the middle of it to make it thinner. So I'm just going to give her a little necklace. So I'm just going to trim it roughly to length, about there I think. some scissors, chop that off, and then just peel back that sticky back end if I can. Come on, off you come. Maybe there, got it. And I'm just going to give her a little necklace. Take that all the way round. And then that one. Just need to chop off a little bit more off of there. Maybe 2 rows. Just stretch that round a bit more. There. So now she's got a pretty little necklace. There. Right, so let's just put her to one side for a minute. And she's going to need some wings if she's an angel. So I've got all these skeleton leaves. So I thought I'd make some wings out of these. I've got lots of different sizes in these. So I'm just going to quickly pop some gloves on. And now I'm just going to use some of the Apex UV resin. I'm going to stick some of these leaves together. So let's lay some out. So there's those 2 there. And then those. And then maybe some smaller ones. Is that smaller? Not much, but just a little bit, I think. And then one of those, and I think that will do for the time being. Right, so now I'm just going to attach these together using some UV. So I'm just going to put a little blob on there and then set that into place. Just give it a quick cure with the little torch, and then same again with the next one. Bit on there, and then the next leaf, and then cure that. That moved, that did, so let's just put a bit more on there. Should seep through. Cure that. And then another bit on there for the last one. Push that in. And then cure that. So that's just giving it a little set there with those. And then I think I want to do just another layer with some smaller ones. So what other ones have I got here? I'm going to put that one on there, bit of UV, and then set that one onto there, hold that down, cure that. And then I think one more, this little one here. that way round maybe. So another little blob of resin there. And then put that one on top. Cure that. So that's one set of wings there. I won't touch my frog because I've got all sticky fingers. So what I'll do is I'll make up the other ones and then we'll be back to do the next bit. So that's both our wings done now, and I'm just using some super glue just to add on some rhinestones to that, just in that middle section. So a little bit of super glue in there, and then I'm just going to drop those on. And then just give that a quick spray with the activator spray. Set those in place. So that's our two, which way round do they go? That way and that way. So there's our two wings done. Let's just move this out of the way now. So our two little wings will sit on our angel like that. So next thing to do is to attach these to the frog. I'm going to use these little, I can't remember what they're called, can't remember, it's totally gone, but I'm going to attach these on the back there. See what angle I need it to sit at. So it needs to be coming down like that. So I'm just going to add some UV resin onto the back of there, and then set that pin in place. Let that cure up, and then do the same to the other one. So flick that over, and then that wants to be the same sort of angle. So going down like that. So drop of UV resin on the back of there. And then cure that into place. And then I'm just going to pop these under the main lamp just for a few minutes, well 2 minutes probably, just to set that fully. So I'll just do that. Actually, before I do that, I'll make the halo. So I think I'm going to use, I've got this open bezel, and I think I'm going to use that as a halo, for a little angel halo. So I've got another one of these, and I'm just going to plop that down the middle there, and then hopefully hold that in place. Put some UV resin on there, and then cure that. So then hopefully that holds it in place. So now I'm just going to put another little blob just to secure it on the top, and then cure that. So now I'm just going to put these three things under the big lamp just for a couple of minutes, and then I'll be back to do the next bit. There's a little halo. Right, so I'm just going to cure this fully, and then I'll be back. The wings have all dried up now, and the halo, not dried, cured. So I think before I put those on, I've got this little charm here that I want to put on her necklace. So I'm just going to use some super glue and just pop a bit of that on the back of there. If it will come out, yep. Give that a little spray with the activator, and then pop that on there. So that's her little necklace finished. Right, what else did I want to do before I do the wings? Oh, some eyelashes. I think we'll give her some eyelashes. So I'm going to use this glue because it's got a brush. So I'm just going to brush on some super glue around here, and then hopefully I'll be able to stick some eyelashes on her, bling her up a little bit. I think one more will do it. If I can get that one in there. Get off my finger. And then just give that a spray with the activator. And then the same for the other side. Some glue on there. And then add the eyelashes. Get off my finger. Get off. Oh, it's not getting off my finger. Whoops, daisies. Let's just put a bit more glue on there. Oh, I don't know if it's actually reaching there. There. Put some of that around there. Try again. Put that one there. And then the next one. God, these are fiddly. And then the last one there. That one there. That's better. Give that a little spritz. Right, and so now I want to drill some holes for these and the halo. So I've got my drill, bit of an overkill drill, but right, so it's going to be quite loud for a minute. Just brush that off, and then hopefully the halo will fit into there. And I'll probably need to put a bit of glue in there to hold it because of the weight of it. So I'm just going to put some glue onto the stick thing itself, and then pop that back in the hole. Hold that where I want it. Little spray with the activator. So there's her little halo. Beautiful. Right, now for the wings. So where do I want her wings to be? About there, I think. So I'm going to do the same again with the drill, and drill in 2 holes. So one there, 2 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 And then same the other side. Right, where was it? About there. Get rid of that dust. Let's see if the little wings fit in. So where's my little hole? There. So I need to trim these down a little bit. So I'm just going to snip these down a little bit just so they fit in the hole better. So that one in there. That's okay. Same with this one. Snip that one down. See if that, make sure that one fits. Yep. So same again, I'm just going to use the glue on there. And then pop that back in the hole. And then the same with this side. Bit of glue on there. And then pop that side in. Just hold it for a little while. Move a little halo forward. And up a bit maybe. There. And I think I just want to add a little bow on her body. So I think I'll just use this glue again. Bit of glue on there. And pop it on the back. Is any coming off? And then pop that onto there. Right, so eyes, her eyes on this frog, she's got like a cross and a line on there. So I don't think I'll be able to do anything else with her eyes other than colour in what's there. So I think I'm just going to use the silver and just go over where that cross is and that line there. So there's our little angel frog all done. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and please do check out the playlist that's in my description box, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
In a garden where the moonlight sings, sits a resin angel with skeleton wings. A little frog carved with care unseen, eyes like glass reflecting the serene. Perched on a lily sculpted so fine, fingers of resin tracing the divine. Its wings are whispers of fragile leaves, carrying dreams on a midnight breeze. Oh, resin angel frog, a tale untold. In your stillness lies a heart of gold. Skeleton leaves like a ghost in flight. You shine forever in the quiet night. Your secrets dance in the fireflies' glow, a tiny world where the soft winds flow. Silent guardian of the watery deep,